There are 3 teams that Kevin Durant is willing to sign an extension with if he's traded. There's also 3 teams that are considered the front runners for a Kevin Durant trade, and the list is not the same. Let's go over it, Heat Nation. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you can get all the updates. Now that we got that out the way, hit the intro.
That is enough said.
Happy Sunday, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Before we get started, you guys, I want to wish all the fathers, stepdads, father figures that have a role in someone's life, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. Today's our day, you guys, so I hope you're relaxing, staying safe, spending quality time with the family. But let's make this day a little bit better by going on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, we're on Kevin Durant watch, you guys. This is what we're doing right now. I had Big Bro Ralph on the episode yesterday. We brought back ER Sports. Big Bro Ralph, thank you so much for the video. It was my highly ranked video for the last 10 videos, so I really appreciate Big Bro Ralph. Appreciate the comments. We got to have Big Bro Ralph on the channel more. Love his insight, love his knowledge. Dude's incredibly busy, but we get him on when we can. But in today's episode, you guys, we're back talking about Kevin Durant because there was something new that was reported today. It was reported by Shams Charania and ESPN that there are 3 teams that Kevin Durant would be willing to sign an extension with if he's traded. Now, for those of you that don't know, Kevin Durant is eligible for a 2-year, $112 million extension. But if he waits 6 months, it would be a 2-year, $122 million extension, or 125, something like that. So the 3 teams that have been reported that Kevin Durant is willing to sign this extension with, one is our Miami Heat, the Houston Rockets, and the San Antonio Spurs. These are the 3 teams that Kevin Durant would be willing to sign an extension with. But it was reported yesterday that there's 3 teams that are the front runners in trading for Kevin Durant. The Miami Heat, the Houston Rockets, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, list is a little bit different. I don't think Kevin Durant doesn't want to go to Minnesota. You look at these 3 teams. You look at Houston, Miami, and San Antonio. And these 3 teams have a few things in common. First and foremost, the weather. Kevin Durant was just playing in Phoenix. He's 36 years old, going on 37. You want to play in good weather for at least 41 games out of the year, guaranteed. So you look at Houston, you look at San Antonio, you look at Miami. Teams that play in a state with great weather. But secondly, and I think what's more important, these are 3 teams that are in states with no state income tax. So Kevin Durant's going to get a lot of his money back. And for people that don't think that that's a big deal, remember Luka Doncic's conversation with Sunday Conversation a few weeks ago, where he talked about the difference in playing from playing in Dallas and now playing with the Lakers. A huge chunk of his money gets cut out with state taxes. So yeah, I mean, it's not a huge deal for players, but it's something that helps you sway your decision to one direction. So I understand why San Antonio, Houston, and Miami are his 3 preferred destinations. I also understand because the fitting is nice. You put Kevin Durant in any of these teams, Houston, San Antonio, Miami, he's an instant fit. Now, the whole Minnesota thing, you guys, it was reported earlier today. I'm trying to find the report right now. It was reported by Bleacher Report from NBA's Mike Chiari that Kevin Durant trade between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns reportedly are not close. So I don't think that they're coming to a deal. It's going to be really difficult to do it with Minnesota, you guys, because I know Minnesota, they don't want to obviously trade Anthony Edwards. They don't want to trade Jaden McDaniels. You don't know what's going to happen with Julius Randle. So I want to talk about these 3 different teams, you guys, and what trade packages can they give? And can the Miami Heat compete with that? Because you look at Minnesota, and one trade rumor I heard that a few days ago was a package surrounding Rudy Gobert and Dante DiVincenzo. that's a fine deal. Like, I think it's a win-win on both sides. Also, it was reported that Phoenix wants a center on their team. But with Rudy Gobert, you guys, he has 3 more years left in his contract. And I know one of the reasons why Phoenix are trying to do a deal like this is to get under the second apron. And if you trade for Rudy Gobert and Dante DiVincenzo, even though it does get you under the salary numbers and it does kind of make you still compete in the West, you know, maybe they can do a little bit better. And honestly, with the report that the talks have kind of stalled between Minnesota and Phoenix, doesn't seem too promising. Now, the team that I'm looking at as a serious contender is Houston. Because with Houston carries a lot of Phoenix's draft picks moving forward. And Phoenix wants that. So I'm sure that Houston is top priority to trade for Kevin Durant. But what type of trade can Houston do? I think Houston probably can provide the best package because they can give Phoenix not only their draft picks back, but they can also give them young assets that they can develop with. I'm talking about guys like Jalen Green, Jabari Smith. You can give Phoenix back their 10th pick, but does Houston really want to do that? It was reported before the offseason started, before all this trade rumors for Kevin Durant started going on fire, was that Houston's not sure if they're willing to give a lot to trade for Kevin Durant because he doesn't meet their their age timeline. You know, this is one of the youngest teams in the NBA. But Kevin Durant on the Houston Rockets, I feel, as a second seed that got bounced in the first round because they didn't have a closer, Kevin Durant fits them perfectly. So Houston is the team that I'm kind of nervous about. But this is another reason why I think Miami has a competitive edge. I think Houston's going to try to hold out for Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's teams right now, you guys, that may be interested in Kevin Durant, but they look at Giannis and they're like, nah, we're going to wait for that dude. Because I am like 99.9% sure that Giannis is going to ask out. He's just laying the land. He's trying to see what happens. He wants free agency to happen, the NBA draft to happen. He wants to see where all the dominoes fall. And then he might make his decision on where he wants to go. Smart, because he doesn't have to make a decision now. And then you have the Miami Heat. And we've talked about trade packages in the past, you guys. But the Miami Heat, I feel, can give Phoenix a few things that some of these teams cannot. We can give them expiring contracts, like Andrew Wiggins. If they still want to compete with their current roster, give them Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, who's a former NBA champion, who has a player option for the 2027 season, so can not only help them now, but can help them shed flexibility with their cap books moving forward. Or they can take Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, who has a partially guaranteed contract. Give them a young asset like Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic, and the 20th pick in the draft, maybe a future first-round pick swap. But with the trade today for Desmond Bane, with Orlando sending 4 first-round draft picks in the pick swap, Phoenix might get a little stingy, even though Kevin Durant is nowhere near the age of Desmond Bane. But still, Kevin Durant is still one of the best scorers in the NBA. I don't want the Heat to give up Khalil Ware. I really don't. I would be fine if I were to open up and see Shams reported that Miami sent Andrew Wiggins, Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, the 20th pick, and a future first-round pick swap. If that's the trade that happens, I'd be like, a little much, but yeah, let's go. Because a team with Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and Kevin Durant can compete for the East. Orlando just made a big trade for Desmond Bane, like I just mentioned. With Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, all those boys there in Orlando, that's going to be a serious team next year. You also have Cleveland coming back. You have Indiana, who's in the NBA Finals. You have the New York Knicks, even though they figure out their whole coaching situation. But the Miami Heat need to strike now. If you don't trade for Kevin Durant, if you strike out again, Pat Riley, then it's time to go. It's time to go the other way around. Shed some salary. Try to move Bam Adebayo. Get as much draft capital as you can. I don't want to trade Bam or Tyler. For those people that are going to be in my comments like, oh, don't trade Bam, guys. No, I don't want to trade Bam. But if you're not able to get another player this offseason, what the hell are we doing? Going another season, we're winning 37 to 40 games. Having another play-in year, come on, man. We have our 2026 pick completely protected for us. So we get our draft pick no matter what. If you can't trade for Kevin Durant, if you can't get one of these players, if you can't get Ja Morant, If you want to run it back for another year, fine. But try to see what type of value you can get for Bam. Because I think for Bam Adebayo, you can definitely get a lottery pick in the 2025 draft. And now you can start retooling now. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Miami Heat can get this done? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And to all the fathers out there again, have a beautiful, happy Father's Day. I'm going to go back being with my girls and enjoy the rest of my day. I love you guys. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that's enough said.